What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dolo here, and I'm back with another video. Now this week, I want to talk to you guys about my top 5 shoes releasing for March 2019. Now before we do that, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on the video once you get done watching it, and also leave a comment on the video once you get done watching it. And also, make sure to hit that bell up at the top because I like seeing you guys pop in whenever I drop a video. You leave your comments, I usually reply to those comments. So make sure you hit that bell. Now without further ado, we're gonna jump into my top 5 list for March 2019. Now coming in at number 5 on my list, we got a Yeezy. And as you all know, Yeezy has been releasing shoes like crazy. It seems like every other week we're getting a Yeezy, but not everybody has been picking them up. They have been sitting a lot of places, and you should be able to get your pair if you want them. Me personally, I haven't really been that into them, but this pair right here, I think I like a little bit. I may try to go after it, I don't know. But on March 23rd, we have the Yeezy 700 V2 Geode. It is a really, really dope Yeezy sneaker, in my opinion. I don't have any 700 V2s in my collection. I only have the V1, the original Wave Runner. Picked it up back in 2017, and it's one of my favorite shoes to wear. I look forward to probably trying to get another pair in my collection, especially with what they're doing now. You're pretty much getting more earthy tones when it comes to the Yeezys, and that's pretty dope in my opinion. With this sneaker, you get a predominantly gray overall sneaker with a gum bottom, and the gum bottom pretty much sets it off because that upper is pretty sick. The redesign on the V2 looks pretty sick in my opinion. I wasn't really feeling it on the Salt V2, but it's a pretty dope shoe in my opinion. I think it just has to have the right colorway. And with the Geode, I think they pretty much nailed that. And this shoe comes out on March 23rd, and it's gonna retail for about $300. And like the rest of the Yeezys that have been coming out, like I said, they have been sitting some places. You should have been able to get your pairs from Yeezy Supply or Adidas, and the shoes are available. So I say go out and get it so you don't have to pay that little extra over retail. But if you don't end up getting it, resale shouldn't be that high on that sneaker. But like I said, this is a dope sneaker, and that's why it comes in at number 5 on my list. Now we're gonna get to my number 4 sneaker. Coming in at number 4 on my list, we got another Adidas sneaker. Actually, it's about 6 Adidas sneakers, but it is the Adidas Game of Thrones collaboration. It is an Adidas Ultra Boost that they pretty much put the Game of Thrones spin on. And if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you know that the show is about to come back for its final season in April. And Adidas is right on point with this collaboration, and this is probably gonna do pretty well for them because the Game of Thrones fan base is pretty big. They're pretty hardcore, and I feel like they're gonna go after this sneaker along with the sneakerheads, and these should do pretty well in my opinion. I may go after a couple colorways because that Targaryen Dragon colorway and the Lannister colorway, those are pretty sick in my opinion. And if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, I feel like there's something here for you. And if you're just a sneakerhead, you like Ultra Boost, I feel like there's something here for you also. So that's pretty much why these come in at number 4 on my list. They should release on March 22nd, and they should retail for about $180, $200, I think. But these are really dope sneakers, and that's why they come in at number 4 on my list. Now, coming in at number 3 on my list, we got 3 sneakers with the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2. You got the Clay colorway, you got the True Form colorway, and the Hyperspace colorway. The colorways are going to be released pretty much by region. So if you live in North America, South America, you get the Clay colorway, which is predominantly a khaki sneaker. You got some orange hits on the heel tab and the Boost in the midsole. You can also see that it's orange because the midsole is somewhat translucent. And that's that colorway. You also get the True Form colorway, which if you live in Europe and Africa, you'll be able to pick up this sneaker. But with that one, it's predominantly gray, and you get the orange hits on the heel tab again with the Boost orange on inside the midsole. That one's pretty cool also. But the third colorway, the Hyperspace colorway, is probably the most unique one. You'll get that one if you live in Asia and Australia. But with that one, it's probably, like I said, the most unique colorway that they made out of the 3. It's like a pale green colorway just all over. And you get that gum sole on the bottom. It looks like a gum sole, but it's okay. But I like the other two a little bit better. And like I said, depending on where you live in the world, you'll be able to cop the specific one. Not sure what the resale value of these is gonna be, but they are releasing on March 16th, and if they're anything like the last couple Yeezy V2s that have came out, they should be pretty easy to get. But the two that aren't releasing in North America, you're not gonna find those in North America. Probably gonna have to get them on the resale market. But these are retailing for $220, and they're number 3 on my list. Now we're at number 2, and number 2, I can say I'm a little bit bitter about, because I'm not gonna be able to get this sneaker, mostly because it's a women's colorway only, and it's only releasing in women's sizes, and I wear a size 12, and I can't get my size because my foot's too big. But this is a really, really, really dope sneaker. If you don't know what I'm talking about yet, it's the Aleli May Air Jordan 6 collaboration. They call it the Millennial Pink colorway, and it's super dope in my opinion. I first saw her wear these sneakers back in 2017, and it was only a friends and family colorway back then. She was pretty much wearing these around when she was pretty much showing everybody the Air Jordan 1 that she released that same year. And they both were dope sneakers. I saw her wear these at Complex Con during the Sneaker of the Year panel that year. I was at that panel, and she wore these and they were pretty dope. But these are releasing on March 15th, and they're retailing for $190. If you wear a smaller size and you're a guy, you'll be able to get these if you want them. But these are pretty dope. And that rust pink colorway, they put it on the Air Jordan 1s. They released the Art Basel back in 2017, and it's just a dope colorway, especially with those red hits like you got on your infrareds. These are just super dope. I expect these to sell out. If you're lucky enough to get the access to them earlier today, great. But me personally, I can't get them because I just can't wear them. But this shoe is worthy of number 2 on my list, probably number 1 if I can fit it, but this is my number 2 sneaker. Now coming in at number 1 on my list, we got the Air Max 90 Mars Landing. In my opinion, this is a super, super, super dope sneaker. If you were a fan of the original Moon Landing Air Max 90, this one right here is pretty much just a new version of that, representing the red planet. It features that same all 3M upper with the Mars graphic on it, and it's just super dope. Except on the back, this time you get this silver kind of heel tab on it. It's a super cool touch, and I look forward to getting this shoe in my collection. It's one of the shoes that I've been looking forward to ever since I heard them announce it. And it's gonna retail for $160, and it releases on March 16th. I can't wait to get this in my collection and do a review on it. Probably the only shoe I'm gonna be copying for March when it really comes down to it. The one I'm really going after is that shoe, and that's why it's number 1 on my list. So that's my list for March 19. As you can see, the month is kind of bland when it comes to just Jordan Brand, with the standout being just the Aleli May 6. It is a super dope colorway, but not everybody's going to be able to get that. Jordan Brand ain't really releasing much this month when it comes down to it. But if you look other places, you find really dope sneakers. Air Max Day is in March, so of course we're getting some cool Air Max for this month. And from what I've heard, that's gonna go on until next month also. But with the Yeezys coming out, you get some pretty solid colorways in the Yeezys, and Adidas doing the whole Game of Thrones collab. That's just super dope also. So this is my list, but I want to know what your list is. If you got some favorite shoes from March 2019, leave them down in the comments. I want to read them. We can talk about it. And if you like the video, remember to like it, subscribe if you haven't, and that's all I got for you guys today. So peace out.